I don't have a problem. I've just got a duty to ask.
No,
What
I
do you think you're
understand,
doing?
and I'm in the pedestrian type area. I wouldn't go anywhere else like that. Now, across the road from tarmac, we've got aggregate industries. So, once again, it's a concrete place, but I think there's steps in here. So let's, if they're not closed off, which they're not, pedestrian entrance it says, we'll go and have a look. Right, so it looks like it's getting loaded, and it sounds like it as well. The vehicle's doing a bit of rocking around, so I would suggest that there's material going into the back of the vehicle. And we've got 1, 2, 3 big silos there. I don't know if they're all full of cement or whether they're full of one sand and one cement and one aggregate. I don't know. But there's definitely all the ingredients for the mix at the back there, and all different grades as you can possibly see. Let me just zoom in a little bit, see if you can see the different grades. All different grades of sand and other materials for going in the mix. The marvellous places these, they're all the same but they're all bloody different. How you doing there?
Can I help you?
I've just come to video your wagons getting loaded, that's all.
What, just out of interest?
I make YouTube videos.
Alright, okay.
So I've done a couple of concrete places around here, and then across the road I ain't got any vehicles in get loaded. So
Right. I don't have a problem. I've just got a duty to ask.
no,
What do
I
you think
understand,
you're
and I'm in the pedestrian type area. I wouldn't go anywhere else like that. So where's your big loading bucket and everything then?
It's round the other side.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So how many cubic meters can you get out a day here then?
I can do about 600.
600? Bloody hell. Yeah, I've been
Are
to...
you filming me now?
Yeah, I did Hanson, is it Hanson's? They've got number 1 and number 2 site.
Yeah.
I did the number 1 site and they can't get anywhere near that now.
No, they can't. That's why they've got 2 sides.
Yeah, I think they can get about 250 metres out, they were telling me. But how many loading bays have you got? Just the 1?
There's actually 2 there, but there's only 1 that works.
Oh, right, okay, what's up with the other one?
The door's faulty and it's about 26 grand worth to fix.
Woo! So what's in the silos? Are they all cement or have you got everything in
Yeah,
there?
cement replacer and then a binder.
And a binder, all in different ones?
Yeah.
And then I'm assuming that you've got a hopper on the back that you're going to load your sand and your aggregate onto that gets fed in and, and computerised and everything.
That's
inside.
right. There's an hopper that feeds 5 overhead storage bins, each holding 50 tonne each.
5 overhead bins that hold how many tonne?
50 tonnes each.
50 tonnes each. So your hopper driver tends to, your bucket driver tends to be fairly busy then.
Oh
most
yeah,
of
we
the
keep
time.
it busy. Well, it's me today because we're quiet, but I'm doing everything today.
Oh, you're the man, eh?
Yeah.
So you're doing the mix?
Yeah.
How long did it take you to learn how to operate that? Because I have seen them when I've gone to other places, and the odd place have let me on site, and that computer thing for the mix looks a bit complicated. How long did it take you to learn to do that?
Well, that particular one I learned from standing beside someone and just watching
And
them.
just watching.
But then, if you go back to when I was 18 and I first started over the road there as a shovel driver,
Right.
I did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday on the loading shovel,
Right.
and then the batcher phoned in sick on the Thursday, and I got chucked in deep end.
Right.
So I didn't actually learn as such. I was
Got chucked
self-taught in
in, yeah.
beginning.
I mean, because there's that many different mixers, isn't there? There's wet mixers, dry mixers, all sorts of.
Yeah.
I know bugger all about it. I'm just going on what people have. What's your first name, by the way?
It's Jamie.
Jamie.
Yeah, there's literally thousands of mixers.
There is thousands of mixers, yeah. And I was surprised. I just thought, you know, okay, sometimes you might put a bit more cement in, sometimes you might put a bit more sand in and stuff like that. But I didn't realise that there was many mixers as there are.
Yeah, I mean, concrete's it's a very underrated product. There's nothing to replace it.
No, of course there isn't.
You know, and we can colour
And
it.
it's been around since Roman times.
Yeah, we can make it lightweight, we can make it heavyweight, we can do anything with it.
Yeah. The only thing about it is it's not environmentally friendly as such. Although I did go to one place at, where was it? I was at Scarborough, and he says, you're not coming protesting, are you? I says, what about? He says, about the concrete. I says, no, I think concrete's wonderful stuff. And I must admit, I think the yard is, for a concrete yard, is spotless.
Yeah, it's a work in progress. We've had a busy sort of 3 or 4 week.
Yeah.
So I'm just catching up in between loads and filling bins, etc.
No, but I mean, a lot of these places where the vehicles come in and out, they're ankle deep in mud and everything, you know. And
obviously that's not safe.
no, of course it's not safe.
No.
No, and you know, compliments where compliments is due. Your yard is very, very clean.
Oh, thank you.
Very, very clean. So are you top man here then?
Yeah, I'm plant manager.
You're plant manager. So how many work here? Normally, just you.
No, there's
About 2 or 3.
there's me and another guy employed by the company, and then the others are franchisees.
Right. Are they like agency people?
No, they're owner drivers. They own their own truck and drive their own truck.
Right, okay. So, how many trucks do you actually run from here?
5.
You run 5 of your own?
Yeah.
And then roughly how many subbies have you got coming in?
It depends on workload and distance of where that work is.
How far, I mean, I know you're really limited on how far you can go, because once that mix in that vehicle, it's got to be out within a certain time.
Yeah, you've got a couple of
obviously, depending on what kind of mix it is.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's a dry mix, then, but you know, if you've got one that goes off pretty quick, which is what would be a hard mix, wouldn't it? You're very limited on time, aren't you?
Yeah, you are. So, I mean, we just predominantly supply West Yorkshire.
Right.
But we have another unit in Bradford that does that side of West Yorkshire.
Right.
So, yeah, it's just really Leeds, Wakefield,
Right.
Castleford, that sort of area.
Yeah, so M1, M62 corridor.
Yeah, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Because I went down to the, you know, the big new Amazon place that they're building down the road. Do you supply them as well?
We have done it, past.
Where they're going over the bridge and everything. Yeah. And they're not getting stuff off you now?
No, not just at the moment. It's all credit limits and such like, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I imagine it is. You know, when they hit the,
expensive.
When they hit the credit limit, it's like,
they'll go somewhere else.
Yeah, pay me or else you're not getting any more.
That's it.
Yeah. And the problem is if they don't pay you and you keep giving them credit, and out happens and they go pop, then that brings you down and all, doesn't it?
It can do. I mean, fortunately, we're a big company, so there'd be someone to bail us out, but yeah, it could bring us down.
Yeah, so how many depots have you got in this, in like North Yorkshire? I know you've got one here and one at Bradford.
Well, that's West Yorkshire, then one in Tinsley and South Yorkshire, and then there's a vast gap.
Tinsley? Well, that's my area. I'm from Worktop.
Right.
So that's what, near Viaduct, that way on, is it?
It's on the Oroway trading estate.
Right, I know where it is.
And then we've got, the next one north is Darlington, believe it or not.
Really?
There's nothing in between.
All right. They must, I mean, once you set up, they don't take a lot of running, do they, really, as such?
No, providing you can get your raw materials in.
Yeah. I believe there's a bit of a shortage of cement at the moment, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a shortage of cement and shortage of vehicles and drivers to deliver aggregates.
Right. Well, a shortage of drivers for everything, isn't there?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, it's bloody murder. I know.
I'm going to have to go for
Yeah, well, thank you very much for your time, Jamie. You're an absolute gent.
Right,
Are you the first aider as well, then?
Yeah,
Oh, you're everything. Jack of all trades. Thank you very much. You're a gent. Well, what a cracking fella. And I'm going to head to the car now because it is, believe it or not, raining. And like I said, this yard here is, when you look at some concrete places, absolutely immaculate. So is doing a real good job. Right, it's really chucking it down now, so I'm going to run for the car. I don't want my gimbal to get wet, or my dongle. Catch you all later. If you've enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, please share, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.